Oh, that's a bloody cool cloud, eh? It's like the longer I look at it, the more cool it is. At the height of rush hour. 2nd of September, 2025. Could be a thunderstorm coming. Oh man, I just met another Jesus freak for the second time. The same guy I met a few weeks ago at Culverts Metro. He was at Snowden before, and this morning I met another Jesus freak, a religious fanatic there, and he was in a wheelchair. And I think I'd seen this guy before, even talked to him years ago, I don't know. Anyway. With autumn closing in. You know, it's funny, I just took a bus ride from Griffintown. And no matter how much all those condos cost down there, which is too much, of course, anyway, right? Because they're downtown in their condos. They're boring. You cannot beat history. You cannot beat the details and things. The longer it was they were made, the longer ago was the better. Like that building there, that's probably 150 years old. Look at that. It's almost beautiful, isn't it? There's part of downtown down there with Montreal. I love funky, old school looking art like that. I mean, it does look old school, doesn't it? I mean, it's an old neighborhood for crying out loud. Speaking of old, look at this. Ex-KFC. Kentucky Fried Chicken. I recently found a bunch of vintage magazines, by the way. If you're interested, I got a lot of KFC ads from the 70s. Oh, baby. Not every day you see a flat car with a switch track on it, on an angle, at a train station downtown. Holy mackerel, man. There's the sign of the times, and the times they are a-changing. Those of you from Montreal, or you've been living here the longest time, like myself, I've always lived here, and I'm here on a Sunday morning looking at this beautiful design here, this very historic French architecture on René Lévesque Boulevard, and my God, has this boulevard ever changed just in the last 10 years alone. There's really not too many of these historic buildings left, frankly. They were built at a time when it was called Dorchester Boulevard. I mean, look, none of this is really old. This right here is freaking young as well. Okay, that's old, but you know. Crap! Man, check this out. This building, I think, has been abandoned for years. I never noticed this before because of the sun that's setting early. Look, it actually read 1914. That's when this building was made. Look at that whole Gothic design of it all, with the contrast with Place Ville-Marie, which was built in 1962. I figure I better record this, you know, before this is gone. Hopefully, like, some structures will at least save the facade of it, you know, for a condo or whatever. And not that many years ago, I used to sometimes go eat at the Nichols restaurant, which was a chain of diner type restaurants which were started by Celine Dion. All gone. Oi, matey! Unfortunately, the camera won't focus because of those bars. Oh, what kind of boat is that? Looks like a whiskey runner or something. I don't know. What is that? At first I thought it was like a pleasure boat. Yeah, actually, you know what? You're right. It actually kind of looked like a red cross kind of.
Does it kind of look like a circle?
Yeah, it was all red. And there's my somewhat fair city here. All right. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's been a little bit dry lately. What do you think? That's pretty cool. Right on, baby, right on. There's the good life right there, eh? Yeah, I think eventually I'm gonna have to go take a whiz, that's for sure. Look at this, I can't believe this is a freaking bike path. How cool is that?
Nicely done.
I can't believe it.
He said they only paved it because they're going to have a cycling race on it.
Unreal. That's pretty cool. I never thought I'd be right underneath the friggin' Champlain Bridge, go figure. Pretty neat. All that's missing a cargo ship. Maybe we'll see a cargo ship, no?
It's on the other side of that spit of land. There's the
Oh, it's still really cool though, you know. Man-made things. Too bad we didn't see that when we were up there earlier, like 20 minutes ago or more. I really got bit bad by something. I got bit by a freaking horsefly or something. You know when you get swatted away there when you got bit and you're like, you're bleeding. Even more cool if you let off his horn. Here's your random moment of the day.
Yeah, sometime before the summer's done, we're gonna go biking on that.
There's a better view of her right there. Neat. How could I not record this awesome, looks like a mid-century type of design, which is actually not only popular for churches, but a lot of things, gas stations, restaurants, and also it's like situated by the lowering setting sun. Doesn't just make you think of BJ and the Bear, right? Oh, I'm so glad to be out right now at this exact time to record and see the sunset. It is awesome. And of course the scrap. Not. I love how that Harley rolled by just as the second I pointed the camera at this beautiful artwork. I think this is supposed to be an Airbus A320 or A330. Look at that. How cool is that? With the scrap that just passed. Interesting. This whole building is known as the Bag House on the corner of Sherbrooke Street West and D. Oh, look at that old Merc there. Okay, I don't think you turned that corner fast enough there, like guy driving a sports car. And pretty much on the top of the mountain here, this armory. We can never, of course, forget all the Canadians that served in the military over the years, especially those that went off to war. World War II, World War I. My God, not the Persian Gulf, but what's the other ones I'm forgetting? Anyway, you know what I mean. And a bit more for you. With the scrap. It's amazing in this day and age, with the property values as astronomical as they are, that this old garage, this old Shell station, which has been here probably, in my opinion, I don't know, it could be like 80 years even, is still here. Oh, okay, that was kind of a coincidence. Oh, I don't want to get this crap in the shop. Well, that is not a plane. It's not moving. Is it a planet? No, no, now it's flashing. Oh my God. Unfortunately, the zoom on this is crap. Well, there's definitely some kind of craft. It has to be. Look, look. It just turned its freaking light out. That's a freaking UFO. That ain't no planet, man. I just happened to be here at this time. UFOs have known to appear right at sunset or near the sun when it was setting. I'm on the St. Catherine Street Bridge here in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. It knows I was watching it. Maybe it's the Russians. Maybe it's the Chinese. That's a City of Montreal Public Works garage. Lovely clouds here. Yeah, 23rd of September, 2025. Where did you go, UFO? UFO, by the way, in French is ovni. I told you we were by the port. But you know, it's nice to see occasionally here in Quebec there's still some pride in being Canadian, eh? It seems to be lacking these days. Oops, got the flash on. Well, I'm not filming this again, so some instability in the air today. Check this out. A Ural motorcycle, and it's even got a sidecar on it. Often you see a frickin' sidecar downtown. How bizarre is that? Look at that. Is that cool or what? Look at him go. I probably filmed this, but I don't remember, so I'm filming it now. It's just really, it's so filled with 70s funk. And why is the calibration on my camera off? Oh, it's because of the light compensation. That's why. Boy, that's annoying as hell, actually. Let's try that again. There we go. Looks like freaking Pam Grier or somebody, you know what I mean? I believe that fake rocket is, I think it's reflecting one of the what's known in English as Rin Tin Tin, or in French, which is correct pronunciation is Tintin, a series of comics that have been made for decades. Even my brother had, of course, a collection of Tintin books. Tintin and his dog Milou, and there was the captain, Le Capitaine, I don't remember his name was. So, whatever. Lots to look at on the street, nothing distracting. Why is my shoe bothering me suddenly? I don't know why. It's a gluten-free park, is basically what it translates to. Look at all those ducks frolicking here in the artificial lake of Parc La Fontaine. You know, it's still hard to believe that in the golden age of motoring, 50s and 60s, up until I don't know what year, you were actually able to drive your car around the river, literally right on the edge here. And you can imagine in those days how people drank way too much and smoked way too much, that Yeah, that it was probably more than a couple of cars that wound up in that river, right? Or that lake, I should say. I would imagine. I reckon. Look, they're all coming towards me, man. It's an invasion. Look, they're all coming this way. Why? They don't want to be on YouTube. Look at you. Wait a minute. No, they're geese. They're not ducks. It's a bunch of geese, I think. Well, still. Oh, nice surprise. Me was just coming here to use the John. No, there's some ducks in there, though. Are they ducks or are they geese? Damn eyesight. I think it's a mix of both. I don't know how come there's so many of them. It's very impressive considering we're in the city here. This isn't the outskirts, you know? There's tons of them. Why not? Ah, the beautiful season of foliage has begun. Almost at the end of September. Well, isn't that a cool old sign decadent to the area near the river? The old Mercury outboard motor sign. Wonder how old that is, because we are near the river here in Pierrefonds. This is in Pierrefonds in the Saint-Geneviève district. It actually usually really was separate from Pierrefonds, I think a long time ago. Just noticed with Grant, who were sitting waiting for the bus. Look at that old building. That definitely looked like it could have been an old garage for sure. For sure that was an old garage. Yeah, there's just missing the old sign on the pole there. Neat. Look at that, eh? That's, ooh, I don't know, late 60s. Those wheels are not the original wheels. Those like wheels, they look like they came off a freaking Alfa Romeo or something. Oh, that's ironic. I was just complaining to Grant of all the colorless cars coming by here. I don't want to film any of them in the shot. And look what's coming back here is that crazy Mustang. Is it a Mustang? No, it's a Mercedes AMG actually. Isn't it? No, it is a Mustang. That's the same one as before.
Yeah, nice car with a good color on it.
Yeah, great color. Yeah, it's probably grabber blue. It's actually a color from the 70s. This is crazy. They built this path here near the bridge in Saint Anne de Bellevue. I didn't even know it was stretched out this far. And look how dry it's been the past few months. Look how much you can see the soil here. That's crazy. Crazy.
Oh, the water level is just so low.
It's too low. I'm not even a block from my parents' place here in Lachine. Look at the frickin' size of this tree. I never noticed how old this tree is. My God, it looks like it must be 150, 200 years old. What a perfect day to sail. Got some wind, got the warmth. That's just awesome. I don't think I've ever gone sailing, I'm not sure. Here in Lachine. And look, there's the little lighthouse. And there's your Mercier Bridge. Good for you, whoever you are. Very nice.